Thank you very much for joining me this evening on this webinar. And I'm Andrea Pudding and I'm Mystic Business Goddess. And I have a lot of exciting things to share with you, so I hope you have your pen and paper ready to go. And as I said, at any time you can enter in the chat box if you've got any questions or would like to comment. I'd love to have you share along with me so that I don't feel like I'm sitting here all on my own. Let's make sure we're right here in the right spot. So this webinar, Serve More, Live More, Earn More, is for women who are on a mission to heal, inspire and empower other women, to share their message with the world, to bring harmony and transformation to their clients and to the world. So is this who I have on the call? Are you women who want to make a difference in the world? Yes, yes, yes for sure. Awesome. That's great. So I titled this webinar Serve More, Live More, Earn More, as I do see this as a cycle, because what I hear from women is they want to reach more people with their message. They all have something incredibly powerful to share and they want to serve more people. So it's not always about sharing and giving more, getting the message across, but we also need to take care of ourselves and our families. And you need to live your life and have fun as well. So Live More is about having time and opportunity to enjoy your life as well. Now, as much as many of you don't like to look so much at the money side of things, it is part of the whole cycle. And making fabulous money is actually a part of your spiritual path. Because when you aren't worried about where the next dollar is coming from, you can focus on what you are here for. You are no longer stressed about things and can enjoy your life. You can then also up-level your skills, so do those courses you just have to do. You can reach out to others in a bigger way and you can improve your services. And with all of that, of course, leads to being able to serve more. And so it goes round and round. And the more we can serve, the more we can enjoy our life. And the more we can earn as well, which is very nice. So I'd like to share with you a little bit about myself first, because for many of you, this is the first real contact we've had, and I'm sure you're asking, who is this person who calls herself Mystic Business Goddess, and does she have anything worth listening to? So 16 years ago I completed studies in naturopathy and homeopathy, and just like many others, I thought I was going to take on the world and go out there and start a practice and make a good living. Well, was I in for a surprise? I had no idea. I tried setting up practice in a few places, but they literally just closed down around me. I'll just take a sip of water. Excuse me. My son was a teenager at the time and he suggested I take my business on the internet. And I thought, fantastic, I can hide. I can hide behind the computer and not see anyone. Awesome. So he taught me how to create a web page and off I went, and this was my business. This isn't the first image, but it's about halfway through, about 5 years into it, I think. I went on a website which lets you go back in. It's like a time machine. You can go back in time and see what websites look like. It's a fairly basic website, clearly. But it was very early days in e-commerce and no one trusted putting credit card details on the internet. So it was a challenge. And after all, what did I know about internet marketing? So I worked hard, I persevered, I tried to learn all I could and make it work. But I was just not getting anywhere. And it was taking a long time to get profitable. My husband kept saying, get a real job. Now, tell me, have any of you been told that before? Have you been told to get a real job? It's not nice, is it? When you've got dreams and passions and you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. But, our kids were teenagers and it was a struggle, so I did take a part-time life-sucking job for a while, but as you do. But I wasn't going to give up. I was going to make my business work. So I found the best training courses I could find. I'd been hanging around the internet for a while, so I knew who the best gurus were, people like Corey Ruddle and Jay Abraham. So I invested in them and started implementing what I learned, and things started to turn around. I found myself a niche, and the orders really did start to flow. I had a newsletter with over 3,500 subscribers. I was the top of the search engines. My name was spread all over the internet with articles and links back to my site, and business was really starting to grow. And my kids were able to help me out and learn business skills along with earning some pocket money, which was really nice. One of the best things that I remember was my husband and I went on a holiday up to the Sunshine Coast, and we're sitting in a resort having breakfast, and my mobile phone rings because I'd redirected the business phone, and somebody wanted to put in an order, and I'm sitting there, grabbed a pen from the waitress, and I'm writing the details on a serviette. Well, this was the life. Yes, and Gail's had a real job for 35 years. I know Gail's ready to change into a passion, yes. And it is like, yeah, you've always been told to live in a fantasy world. I get that all the time. You're dreaming, they say. But I'm not. I can dream. I can make my dreams come true as well, and I'm sure you will too, Gail. So, the bottom did fall out of my business unexpectedly. My supplier of my main product was not able to keep up with the demand of all my orders, as well as deal with her own personal issues. What was I to do? I had options. I to try and find another supplier. I couldn't without raising my prices dramatically, which I would have been almost double. Or I could find a new niche, or I could sell the business to someone else who could supply the market. And I had the opportunity to sell, so by this time I'd had enough of working at home. My kids had grown and left home, so I decided that I would try getting a real job. Now this is my kids. They have grown up, as you can see. It's my son Rick, that was his graduation day several years ago, and my beautiful daughter Chantal was married. It's her wedding day, which was 3 years ago. And my husband and I have been married. Next Wednesday we'll be married for 30 years, so we were just babies. So that's us. So anyway, so I did work for 3 years as a business manager, and a job where I used my skills and knowledge in naturopathy and business and marketing. Seemed ideal, but the universe has other ideas and let me know it was time to move on. So most of the time I was really fortunate that I could take some time to decide what I was going to do because our kids had grown up. So I read lots of books, took some courses, learnt Reiki, learnt colour therapy, did angel intuitive course, learnt crystals and vibrational healing, spirit guides and life force coaching. You know, I thought I was heading back into a healing business. But I spent some time meditating my direction, and to my surprise, one day I got the answer that I was to help spiritual women with their businesses. Now, I wasn't too clear on what the full picture of this would be, so I started to talk to women that I knew and ask them what they needed, and I soon did find the answers, and they definitely needed lots of help. Well, if I was going to go back into my own business, I wasn't going to do it alone this time. I would take lessons from my first business, so I invested with coaches and mentors who could offer me training programs and community, so I could learn what I need and have the support on the journey, so I didn't have to do it alone this time. So I have invested thousands and thousands of dollars in mentors in the past year. This photo of Amber McLean, a lovely lady from Brisbane, with a group of ladies from Melbourne who we've worked with. Kendall Summerhawk from the US, who is the leading coach of coaches. Beautiful Elizabeth Purvis. She's a business coach but also teaches divine feminine magic. And this lovely lady here, Danielle Laporte, and her book Fire Starter Sessions is just amazing book, and if you want to develop yourself and learn more about yourself to be successful, that book is highly recommended. So there's a few that have been guiding me on the best ways in the past 12 months of ways that I can work out truly what I wanted and how I could create a business that was 100% me. And a business that I could be really proud of, and a business that's congruent with my beliefs and values. I was determined that I was going to find the answers, to be able to create a straightforward system that could guide you through the minefield of business without losing your soul. So I mixed that together with my own experience, and I think I've cracked the code and I found what works. I've seen and experienced that it works. And there's just 5 straightforward steps to take you to create your spiritually rich and fabulously wealthy business. While we're on this slide, do you notice a difference that between in 10, 15 years? These are my mentors now. Oh, where are they? I've lost them. These were my mentors 10 years ago. So the world is changing, and there wasn't a lot of women who were the leaders in business even 10 years ago. So now, we have all these beautiful women who are the leaders in the business world. So it's a wonderful place to be at the moment. So in the process of looking at my brand and how I'd make my business unique and 100% based on me, now I was challenged by my mentors to really ponder what I stand for and what my gifts are. And then how does this relate to my business? What is it I'm really passionate about that I want to achieve in my life? And this challenged me. When I thought about what I would stand up and fight for, it came to me that what I stand for is freedom of spiritual expression. I've always had a strong fascination with all spiritual beliefs and what people believed, and fascinated how we all see things from different perspectives and come up with different ideas for the same thing. So how does this work in with what I'm doing? And then when I explored my own divine gifts with another mentor, one of my gifts is cultural integration. Now how does that work when I'm trying to define my brand? But when I put the two together, I found that what my mission is to help women to share who they are, to come out of the spiritual closet, to be free to share their spiritual gifts, and to help bring different beliefs, understandings, and healing methods into light, to have them integrated and accepted in the greater society. So that's what I feel I'm here to do, is to help bring you your beautiful gifts out from under the bushel and share them with the world. Because we all want to make a difference in the world, to help and to heal others, to inspire and empower people to be the very best they can, to enable them to live their truth. For when we are living our purpose, then the world becomes a better place. And when women are in power and can create from their true feminine place, then everyone benefits. It is time for us to shine, and I truly believe that the world is now in our hands, and it's up to us to make the most of it. So tell me, are you women, are you ready to shine? Are you ready to make a difference in the world? Yes, awesome. That's wonderful. So many people wanting to make a difference. The Dalai Lama said in a speech he was doing, the world will be saved by the Western woman. And that's a wonderful thing to hear, because he truly believes that it's us women and our desire to help and to heal the world that's going to make the difference. So the old ways of doing business are just not cutting it anymore. The thinking was very unbalanced, very masculine, and well, it was from the head. Now things have shifted, and there may be still a lot of merit in some of the old ways, but things are becoming more balanced. If we want to be in business and be effective, we need to be aligned with our spirit. Now, Jean Marie Brooke, in her book Activate Your Spirit, says to thrive in business and in life, we now need to be heart-centered and aligned to the new energy of creation. And that's so right, isn't it? We need to be connected and we need to be aligned with our spirit to be able to be successful in our lives. This business now comes from the heart, and we reach people by being genuine and authentic in all we do. We share the message from our heart. Design businesses that are 100% aligned with who we are, focusing on our values and our gifts. When we do this, everything we do feels effortless. We feel congruent with who we are. Clients are attracted to your business because they can feel that you are aligned with your creative spirit, and that is what they want for themselves. How does that sit with you? Does that sound like how it is? Yes, you do. You want to share the message from your heart. That's wonderful. That's great. Okay. So it's a really powerful way to develop your business and allows you to get the message out there to the world in a way that makes you feel good about what you're doing. It is not about putting out a sales pitch, but sharing your love and your passion for what you do. Your message becomes more powerful and people take notice of that. They connect with you on a much deeper level. So let's just take a look at some of the ways that you can do that. And I think that might be what you're here for. So let's start. The first thing to look at is who you are. To build a business that you truly love, you have to be sure that it is going to create for you the lifestyle that you really want. Taking time to allow yourself to uncover your own unique magic is an important step. If you don't know who you are or what you truly desire, how are you going to give a strong message to the world? Desire is a difficult word, and we almost feel like we're not allowed to have desires. We push them aside and don't take a whole lot of notice. However, Elizabeth Purvis says desires are the divine speaking through you. Do you like that? Desires are the divine speaking through you. So we've been given our own desires as messages from God of this is what we can achieve and what we can manifest and create in our lives. It's okay for us to want a beautiful home and a nice car and be able to take holidays with our family and do all those things that we dream about. It's all okay to be able to do that and to desire that. Because alongside those desires that we're given, we're also given desires to help people and to make a difference for people's lives. So we put the two together and we have desires for our own life, but we also have desires for how we can help the world. Now, I recently did an amazing exercise which really opened my eyes to the whole concept that it is more than okay for us to have wealth in our lives. In this exercise, I was given a virtual amount of money every day, in increasing large amounts of money, and I had to spend it on that day. Well, do you know how hard it is to spend when you start getting into large amounts of money? Trying to spend it all in one day is really difficult. And the lesson I learnt is that we can quickly take care of our own personal family needs. Then there is so much more that we can do with the share of the world. We start to look at our dreams and our missions in the world and what legacies we want to leave in the world. And doing that was quite fun, to just come up with different things of how I can help different people and make a difference. So after doing this, I knew that it was our responsibility to make fabulous money so that we can, first of all, take care of ourselves and our families, but then to make a real difference in the world. Kendall Summerhawk says the concept of making fantastic money is actually part of your spiritual path. And I added this one in because I liked it too. I don't believe the divine would give you the passion and motivation to create a successful business without also intending you to make fantastic money doing it. So, we're given these desires and we're given the path to be able to create an income for ourselves and to be able to help and to heal other people. So, just imagine if all the wealth in the world was held by spiritual women, then the world would be certainly a different place, wouldn't it? So, allow yourself to feel your desires and move with them and write them down and allow yourself to work forwards towards them and manifest them. So, being clear on your unique divine gifts is also important in your business. When you tap into your divine gifts, you create an unshakable foundation which will truly empower your business into extraordinary. You will move forward with a passion and zest for what you are doing. You do the things you love to do. You work the way you love to work. And because of this, you are able to achieve so much more. People can feel your passion and are drawn to you. You are so much more effective in the way you work. When I delved into my gifts, things really started to fall together for me because I could see which direction my business was going in and how I was going to structure it, how it was going to develop. Some of my gifts are leadership, teaching and facilitation. So I can see that from that, leading and teaching groups is the most powerful, enjoyable way for me to share my wisdom and knowledge. So then that became the way that I was going to structure my business. This quote here, Jan Marie Brooke channels messages and in her book, this is one that she had channeled, let life be simple, easy and fun. So this is our message from the divine, is that we just have to not expect things to be hard and to start making our lives a little bit more simpler and easy and enjoy ourselves a lot more. So I wanted to add that little quote in there for you. So understanding your uniqueness is a vital part of being able to really feel authentic in what you are doing and that you're on the right track. When you work with and develop your divine gifts, you're working in the path of least resistance. It's easier and more fun and things will flow better. You're working beyond great to becoming extraordinary. You are doing what you want. You love what you are doing. You're good at what you are doing and you're doing what you were put here to do. You're living your purpose with power and passion. And this being your true self is the most effective formula of success. So it's about being who you are and living your own true life. So I'd love to share you some exercises to help delve into divine gifts, but I don't have time to do that tonight. But I will be sharing them at Emerge, Empowering Your Divine Goddess, which is a one-day workshop that I'll be holding in Melbourne in February. So those who are able to come along, it'll be a great opportunity to uncover some of your own unique magic. So when you're clear on your life purpose, your gifts, your values, then understanding who it is you want to work with becomes a whole lot easier. You will be working with people you feel passionate about helping. So focusing on a small segment of the market or niche market is going to make your life so much easier. It allows you to develop your skills in alignment with who you are serving and the problems they have. Just imagine how clear your message can be when you're targeting just a small segment of the market rather than the whole world. You go from being vague with your message to having messages that have women saying, "She knows exactly what I need. I'm going to go and see her." And it can be quite scary to narrow down who you work with, but the most successful and busiest healers across all modalities are the ones who have a specialised field. We sit and look at them and say, how come they're doing so well and I'm struggling? It's simply that they have narrowed down what they're doing. They understand who they serve, know them better than they know themselves, know how to reach them, know what to say to them and what their wants and needs are. They find the solution to their problems and they work with them. So it's really important to spend a lot of time learning about your ideal perfect client. Get to know them, understand them, and be clear on what their wants and their needs are. Then you're going to develop something really powerful. So, is everyone still with me? Are you still there? Yes, you are? Yes? Great. I'm glad you're still there. So, does anyone have a clear understanding of what their niche market is and how that they can share? Do you know who it is that you would like to be serving in your market when you in your business? Not very clear yet. No, it's quite a difficult. It can be quite a difficult one to sort through, and for some people, it's very clear. They know exactly. They'll go from, for example, I was working with a lady today, and her market is people who've had chronic fatigue, because she has had chronic fatigue, and so they're where she's at. Yes, it takes a little bit of playing with. I do have some wonderful exercises. If I can ever, might be able to share them with you one day. So I've had clients say to me, but I'm just starting out, I can't be an expert. Or is it too soon to develop a niche market? No, 1,000 times no. Creating a niche market right from the start is going to save you years and so much money, as you can grow your business much quicker. It's going to help keep focused on what you are doing. It's going to stop you from going through all the different types of things that come along. You'll just be able to look at them and go, no, this is my direction, I need to work with this. So now you know who you're working with, you know what they want and they need, you know what their problems are, you can create the solution. You can create powerful packages you can powerfully package together programs that will solve their problems. Now, I just love programs. They come together so beautifully and really create a solution to a problem. So a signature program takes all of your experience and training that you've had, all of your knowledge, ideas and creativity, and makes it all marketable for you. So it's not just your program is not just another program. You've weaved it together with all of your gifts, along with the needs and wants of your market. And wow, it becomes something really powerful. It becomes a powerful piece of work. And it's a shining example of your greatest stuff that your market is eager to experience, and no one can copy it. The programs and packages are so powerful for your business in so many ways, and just a couple of them are that it becomes easier to market. They offer a tangible solution that your client will commit to, so they know that they'll be working with you for X amount of weeks, not just come along once or twice and see how it goes, and I'll just try it, and I tried it once or twice and it didn't work. That's not the case, because they know they need to work with you through a whole program to get there. And it saves you a lot of time. You know what you're doing with your clients, so you don't need to completely start from scratch every time you see someone new. Although every client is different, but you still go through the same basic process each time. So it brings you back to the full circle, because you're not spending as long, you've got it all sorted out. So then you're going to be able to serve more, you're going to be able to live more, and you're going to be able to earn more by having good solid programs behind you. So what we're looking at is carefully, deliberately and strategically developing your offers, products and programs which leverage your natural strengths and the enlightened connection of your market. So do you like what you're hearing so far? Can you see how using this concept in this business is going to help you to grow and have better direction? Yes? It's clear? Awesome. You're starting to wonder about your divine gifts and how you can put all of this together to help to create an enlightened connection with your market. Oh yeah, okay. It's good stuff, isn't it? But the impact of discovering your divine gifts and how you can use them to create an enlightened connection with your market in your business and your life is worthy of more than just this 1 hour webinar. Your success, of course, is worth more than I can gift you in this 1 hour today. There is a lot more I'd like to share with you on this, and to really do it justice and show you how it all can come together will clearly take me more than this. If it's alright with you, before we go on to what is my absolute favourite part of this whole process, I'd like to just touch a little on the one-day workshop I have coming up. Is that okay with you? All good? Great, thank you. So, at Emerge, Empowering Your Divine Business Goddess, we spend a lavishly nourishing full day together looking at how you can implement these strategies into your business, how you can leverage everything you already have, allowing your gifts to evolve on your path to create a vibrant life. So if you want to find out what your divine gifts are and how to infuse your gifts into a well-crafted message and offer that resonates with your market at the most intimate level, if you want to connect emotionally, vibrantly, genuinely, and be fully alive while also serving your clients at the highest level, I sincerely encourage you to come along to Emerge, Empowering Your Divine Business Goddess, and I will give you access to some of this revolutionary stuff. So it's for women who want to transform people's lives and harmonise the world, who truly want to serve their market fully and genuinely. And this is, of course, the website address, which I'll give you again at the end of the webinar. So we'll look at how to uncover the assets that you're not noticing in your business right now that will naturally and elegantly influence women to say yes to investing in you. How now is the time for you to break free from the restraints of the past conditioning of how marketing was and create an authentic, spirit-driven business that is 100% you. And how you can create your own market of enthusiastic, ideal, perfect clients who will be eager to invest in you. And what holds you back from reaching the people who really need your help. And one of the things I love is helping you to see how you can value yourself more and what you have to offer. So that helps you to be able to charge what you're really worth and get it, which is important. Thank you for letting me share that. And yes, there's the address again, mysticbusinessgoddess.com.au/emerge. I'd love to have you come along. And now for my favourite part. Did I get you intrigued by telling you this was my favourite part coming up? I hope so. Now, I'm a highly creative person and I love everything I do to be original. I love to immerse my essence into everything I do, which is what I love to do when I work with people in their businesses. What we do is pull everything we've already looked at, your values, your gifts, your personality, your niche, your programs, and we mix them all together to create the soul of your brand. Now, this is what really makes you stand out from the crowd. It's where you shine and the world can see the beautiful goddess that you are. You're not just another healer or therapist, you're an original, you're a thought leader. And you a developer of new ideas and methods that you just mix all together and create something beautiful out of. And just the same as no one has the same fingerprints or handprints, no one has the same combination of skills and gifts and values and etc. So your business becomes a 100% reflection of who you are. And you can look at others who may be doing something similar to see how you differ from them to help you to develop who you are. You highlight your strengths. Your brand is now you in the most beautiful way. Now you feel congruent with everything you do. And people may come to you because of what you do, but they will stay with you because of who you are. And when your brand is clearly aligned with who you are, they will always know what they are getting is truly authentic and special, that no one else can offer them. You'll be leveraging your own divine gifts, and it'll be more effortless to grow your business and attract highly motivated clients. So I want you to shine up all your gifts and your skills and let your beautiful light shine, and be a beacon of what it means to live your life on purpose and with integrity. Now, of course, you need to get your message out there, and there are so many ways available to us today to market our business. The method that is best for you and your business is going to be, again, dependent on what your gifts are and how you feel the strongest at presenting your message. For when you have clarity and you're giving from the heart, sharing what you do, what you believe becomes very easy. It just flows. You're in alignment with your creative spirit. This is a quote from Amber McLean, one of my mentors. Sales equals a stylish conversation, gracefully fulfilling your prospects' truest desires with so much enlightened connection. They take crazy immediate action to create emotionally vibrant, on purpose, fully alive future for themselves, their family, their community, and the world. This is when you just talk to somebody and tell them from their heart how you can help them, and they want to work with you without you having to sell to them, which is a wonderful thing. The most powerful tip I can give you about marketing is all about relationships, especially when you're working with women. We want to feel a connection with the person we are working with, and we want to feel a part of community. Creating a tribe of women who can interact with each other and explore what you're offering is very powerful. They support each other on the journey, and they become your raving fans. They get to know you, like you, and trust you. They tell their friends about you and your community, and your reach grows. So look at ways that you can grow a community around what you are doing. Now, at this point, I hope that you can see that you can't model your business on what anyone else has done. You need to model your business around who you are, what you have to offer. And just because something has worked for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you, unless you have infused your divine feminine gifts into it. This is something I'd really love to be able to help you to do, to create a divinely inspired business empowered by the essence of you. Now, if you do want more direction and clarity around this, please come along to Emerge, Empowering Your Divine Business Goddess, which is in Melbourne. So at this stage, that's the only one I have planned, but I do hope to do them in other areas later on. So I'd really like to thank you all for coming tonight and sharing with me. And if you'd like to come along to this one-day workshop, the address again is mysticbusinessgoddess.com.au/emerge, and I would love to have you along with me. So if you have any questions, I would love to be able to answer them for you. Yes, thank you, and thank you all for being here and participating in this webinar. And if there are any questions, any further questions that you'd like to ask me, you can email me, send them on Facebook, and I'll answer them for you. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you.